Just also let me know if you want me to grab things like this and shove them under the webcam.
I'll leave that up to you. Anyways, we're live. I have my opponent today is a duck. That's also a tiger. Yeah, you're lagging on Skype, but that's okay. Okay, you stop lagging. All right,
I've closed Chrome, so it's literally just two things open.
All right, so welcome to Bnjy Vs. Today I have with me Bnjy Qwizical, and we're gonna see first off the bat if Jessica can pronounce my last name.
Oh dear. Schönbrunn?
Okay, that wasn't bad. Schoenbrunn. It's like show and tell except Schoenbrunn.
Okay.
So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Do I have to?
No, if you don't. Not if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. So of course, as Bnjy said, my name's Jessica. I'm originally from London, where they speak Cockney, but I'm currently in Birmingham studying at the university here. I'm studying environmental science. I'm in my third year, which makes me 20 years old, I think. A bit hard to remember sometimes. I don't even know how old I am anymore.
Me neither. It happens when you get too old. How'd you get into Scrabble?
Both my parents play.
Okay.
So my mum was still playing while I was in the womb.
Did your parents meet through Scrabble?
Yeah. Yep, they met through Scrabble.
So if this game did not exist, then you might not exist. Crap, you're very laggy.
Maybe. I really can't do a thing about that.
No, I know.
Not from this end, anyway.
I know, I'm just swearing because I'm mad about the lag. But whatever, we'll just have to live with it. Anyway.
If you want, I can to Skype like to the tablet instead.
I don't know if that'll help.
Because the tab. Okay.
Anyways, are you ready to play?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, I'm gonna send you a match.
You did?
No, I'm about to. Alright.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You too.
Alright, Jessica's up first. I should probably turn the screen around.
Yeah. I mean, these are the kind of racks I hate because it's like, if I was playing If Only, like, I would be sorted for life. I'm like, the thing is here, you just gonna fish. It's either fish or go for turnover. That's typically how I play these kind of racks anyway. Yeah.
Okay, I have a pretty similar type of rack, I think. Okay. So I see this play right off the bat. It scores 20. It's not amazing, but I don't see anything else that scores this much. And I don't really see any long plays. Like I could do something like this, but that doesn't seem advisable. I guess I could play it over here. It does save one more does play off one more letter. I think it blocks a little bit better. And it has a little bit better consonant to vowel ratio. So I think I might go with this. And I immediately regret it.
Good for you.
Bad for Bnjy.
So, my pickup wasn't particularly pleasant, but I really wasn't expecting much else. Well, actually, I'd like to expect much better, but the thing is, it's like I understand how I draw these things, and when I try and fish or play off few tiles, leaving nice tiles or whatever, you know, my pickup can tend to be a bit meh. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I'll just do the same thing again, probably. I mean, I could play, I could play a longer word and go for turnover, which, so annoying because I'm so used to having it on the screen. So I could do something like this, just down the side of the piano.
So if you want, after this game, we could try playing with dual screens instead of having you on the Skype.
Maybe. Because, you know, I'm so used to streaming by myself.
Right,
you know,
sure.
and having it in front of me. Like, the whole like, debate with my rack is whether I want to leave tiles that allow balance, or whether I just want to, like, go out there and kind of leave it up to the tile gods. And I'm feeling in that kind of mood where I kind of want to leave things up to tile gods. Which is not how I usually play, but there we go.
Okay, that doesn't really give me that much. In contrast to the last time my opponent played rotate, they gave me a spot for my bingo perfectly.
Well, your opponent wasn't me.
No, my opponent was not nearly as lucky as you. I have this. I don't like the leave. I could play that for a reasonable amount of points. The reason I regret my last play is because I drew no vowels. I have one, but it's not as good as having two. I could also play this. At least score something reasonable. This tile is... there's just a tile on my rack that is just not good on this board. After this play, though. This still might be the play, though. You never know what's going to get opened up. This does block the board for bingos. Jessica just drew 6 tiles. There's pretty much... I'm pretty sure she did not leave an S or a D. Or some other letters that would make bingos M too lazy to look for. So I don't mind doing something like this, especially this early in the game.
This is where I regret, like, not studying words. Because a play like Ding is just really... It really limits things like bonuses, which is completely the point. And it's like, I do not study, like, Scrabble for the life of me. Like, I do not want to study Scrabble at all. Like, especially considering the last like 2 years I've had. Like, I'm basically playing this game for fun now. And
Well,
I'm
the
looking
reason is to play it.
um for
Yeah,
me,
glory and stuff, but
like I'm looking at my rack and I'm like, if I studied, I would know what words this rack made. And that's kind of embarrassing that somebody like me doesn't actually know what kind of words this rack makes. I mean, I see something, and then I'm like, right, after that, like, no, just no. And yeah, I can just embarrass myself now. Which I pretty much figured I was going to do on the stream anyway.
don't worry, I started dancing on stream.
So because I fail at doing anything remotely close to bonusing in this instance, I am literally just going to do something that's completely unlike me, but potentially going to work. I mean, who knows? This is me we're talking about here.
Well, pretty sure this is good. I should know the anagram of my plural name. I kind of just want to do this, though. After Jessica just fished, it kind of makes sense for me to block off the easiest line, or the one that could score the most. So I'm going to try this. I could even do something like this, but I don't really like that. I think that tile will come in enough handy that's worth saving.
Keep remembering to type these racks there. I'm not even sure if I'm just bad at drawing or what.
Did you just draw another B?
This is like my typical kind of draws where if I do go fishing, because clearly Bnjy knows I'm fishing anyway. It's like
Wait,
I'll
you're
go
fishing?
and then I'll just way to go, Sherlock. And it's just these cases where I just look at the letters and I'm like typically I don't draw these kinds of letters, and it's just so annoying when I eventually pick them up. Like, these kind of racks I will get like maybe once every 6 months at the rate that I play, which is like, I just don't remember the words anymore, and that's probably because I haven't played properly for like a year. This is pretty embarrassing. It's just...
I'm gonna be pretty amused when I look at your racks at the end of the game and you just didn't miss any bingos.
I know. I mean, I would love if that was possible, but at the same time, like, I just don't think it is. And yeah, I mean,
Okay, so I had a decent draw, but there's not really that much I could do with it on this board. I want to do something like this because of the columns only hook. But I do really want to get rid of the one high scoring letter on my rack. And preferably, at least get rid of a few of my duplicates. I have 3 pair. This is something I'm looking at. I don't hate this. If I draw a high-scoring tile next turn, then I at least have something to do. And there's also a pretty decent chance I'll draw into a bingo. I'm gonna... since I don't know any Collins words, I'm gonna go with this.
Well, at least I can now say I actually know that there are bonuses on this rack, and I know they play. Like, finally.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yay! I finally made fishing work. It's literally just a case of what I play. Like, I think there were only 3 sevens on this rack from, like, what I remember of actually once studying this rack. Maybe, like, years ago. And for those that do know me as a slightly more defensive player, then I think my choice is pretty much this. Except I'm still going to look to make sure that I'm not missing something stupid. Except that's probably already happened, so there's not much point in doing that.
You said you didn't fish and play sardine. Obviously that would not be nearly as good, but...
Screw you. Screw you. I should have seen that one coming.
Well, I'm in a bind, but since I'm going to have a status ailment, I can at least increase my attack.
And this is why nobody plays like me. Somehow I'm not even sure how this happened. Like, I'm still not sure how it happened.
Here's how it happened. I play like you, and bad things happen when players like us play against each other.
Well, my style of play is just more controlling. It's just that I prefer a defensive board because it just... For a player like me, I don't draw many bonuses anyway. I mean... So why should I blow the board open all the time only to fall completely flat on my face when somebody thrashes me like 200 or something? Like, why should I allow that to happen?
Because it gets me good ratings.
No! No, I'm not giving you good ratings.
Of course you're not. This game's unrated.
Like, this isn't how I would normally play a game like this. Like,
the thing is, I'm also a pretty defensive player. At least for where I live.
See, I'm so torn as to what to play because I never draw racks like this in real life, so I never am forced to play this way. And then just because I'm picking them up now, I'm kind of like, what the hell do I do?
You're just not used to playing this kind of game.
Not with the racks I'm getting. Like, and that's actually kind of... I mean, if you saw, like, my normal racks, you'd understand.
No, it's good practice.
Like, but also the thing is, I can't remember whether this is a word, and that's just so bad. I'm pretty sure it's only this. But then at the same time, I haven't played in so long that I'm not even sure, like, whether words I'm looking at are actually words or not. I'm like, I'm just making stupid noises all the time, and that's pretty much how I function.
By making stupid noises, got it.
Yeah.
Well, if making stupid noises got you to like 175.
I don't make them when I play. I tend to just sit there and listen to my opponents swear under their breath. And trust me, they do that.
Matt Canick told me that one of his regular strategies against one of his opponents was if he ever won a challenge against them, he would just sit on his, like, since we play double challenge in the United States, he would get his turn again, so he would just wait like 5 minutes before he did anything, just to let his opponent stew.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the play I'm looking at. Jessica wants to play a closed board, so be it. I will close the hell out of the board because I am Bnjy.
Well, this is my pickup, and, like... Okay. Like, I legit can't remember whether it takes that hook or not. Like, I'm, like, so bad. I'm like, I remember words, and then I just don't remember if the words are words, or if I'm making them up again, or what, and I'm like... Yeah. It's pretty much my life right here in this game. But yeah, the playing it in the other place scores more points, like by like 3 or something, and yeah, just doing it.
Maybe I shouldn't have played so defensively. Oh well, not going to change anything now. I think I only have one reasonable play here.
Forfeiting the game?
2 reasonable plays. No, you're gonna have to bet, multiply your lead by about 10 before I consider that a reasonable play.
Okay. You know, I'm going to be up until 1 a.m. tonight anyway. So.
1 a.m. Scrabble is some of the best Scrabble.
Yeah, even though I'm seeing like my dissertation supervisor tomorrow morning at 11, he literally emailed me earlier like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll function somehow. The board is actually just pretty bad in general right now, just for scoring, and this is kind of how I like it, because the majority of the people I play, and I am talking about the majority, so dislike these kind of boards that they will literally do anything to keep them open.
Oh, these boards are the best.
These boards, for me, show you the kind of player, like, it's all well and good like playing bonuses all the time and stuff, but if you just know a defensive game, you're just missing out on all the fun.
Crap, is that a word? I feel like it is.
You're saying that to someone that can barely remember her own name sometimes.
I had to remember how to spell quizzical. Alright, so I don't think I can completely keep the board closed because I don't really see a great play, but I'm okay with that.
I really should have studied my sevens before I came into this game.
There are too many of them to study. Like, If you're not going to be studied, this is a game to not be studied for.
I mean, it's just that, like, I'm just so shocked at what I'm picking up. And it's really bad because I shouldn't be this stumped on words, but then I also haven't played in so long, and then I should probably at least share my rack so that I can share in the embarrassment of what I'm missing. Or at least what I'm potentially missing. I mean, who knows? Like, I could probably... Oh, yeah, there's that. Okay. And there's that, and then...
Did you get there?
What? No. And this is like... How am I functioning as a proper Scrabble player if I can't even do this properly?
We have a group of Scrabble players in the US who just keep asking that sort of question. I'm a member.
How am I functioning as like a proper Scrabble player? Like, and I need to play like fast because I'm not usually this slow.
It's probably because we're talking.
Yeah, that's true as well.
And it's probably also because the board is this.
Well, the board isn't particularly like terrible considering what I'm used to. I just.
Oh yeah, now I remember that. Orf is a word. It takes the E.
Well, I'm glad I could remind you of that.
Okay, so we have to figure out what we're doing here. The answer is probably not conceding.
Damn.
I said probably. There's still a chance. That...
Oh, shouldn't be playing videos. I'm only checking on the baseball here. There is like legitimately nothing else I am doing right now.
Oh, I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about I'm more concerned about where I want to play off my 3 tiles. My longest play so far has been piano followed by dingo. Or equaling dingo.
Yeah, I'm just playing like silly Scrabble. Which is just...
These games are the best, man.
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing like a completely stupid board. Like, it's part of what makes me miss bottom division Scrabble. Like, I miss the staircases. I miss the whole...
You miss them until you actually start playing them again.
Well, staircases really only happened because nobody knew any hooks to 3-letter words.
Yeah. I remember...
And you pretty much only bonus with words ending in ERS or ING.
I remember seeing, like, the literal ultimate staircase board. It was literally just a staircase from one side of the board to the other.
I think I've seen enough boards like that in all the time I spent in the
Alright, I'm just gonna play this.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that I have something, and I'm pretty sure that Bnjy's just given me a better place for it. So, yeah. This is assuming that I still remember bonuses, which is, like, impossible for me.
Okay, we're in some trouble now. Problem with this is that it doesn't really open that much up for me. And still, like, I'm not going to be bingoing next turn if I play this. But I don't know if I have any plays that really allow me to bingo within these next 2 turns. I can play something like this. This
Sounds like I put you in quite a quandary.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if words are words. I'm not doing a very good job.
Don't worry, I'm not either.
I think this is a word. We're gonna try it.
I mean, it looks familiar to me. I mean, it's pretty much all I can say though. Like, it just looks familiar. Like, I'm not sure why. Um, yeah, while I'm trying to reply to friends at the same time as trying to play Scrabble, which is usually not a good idea. Like, here is kind of like, yeah, I wonder if that's a word. I hate words that end like that. Like, and the thing is, at this point, it's kind of, for me, it's just trying to keep ahead, so I don't really want to play stuff that I'm not sure of, but the problem is that's pretty much everything. So, so it's a case of me actually trying to play where, I think I'm pretty much going to stick with this, just because it's way more defensive, and it gives me turnover, and yeah, it's just better, really, and I like keeping, like, that one, like, the other tile, not the boring one. I basically like keeping this
The boring one.
This one's not really boring, but I like keeping this tile because it's just so flexible with the kind of racks I get. It just helps me score and things, and
Yep,
yeah.
That is definitely a word.
At least it's definitely valid.
I could use it in a sentence.
I probably could as well, given about 5 years.
The floorboards are creaky.
My chair is creaky. Yeah, it's a bit creaky.
Boom.
Boom. Hmm. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, I definitely have to play 2 tiles here, and like, as much as I want to close the board down, there's just like, I mean, I could, because there isn't really too much open, but at the same time, like, I don't want to, like, better type my rack before I forget. Like, at the same time, I don't really want to sacrifice the amount of points I have available to... I'm sorry I'm boring you, okay? But then, looking at what's left, it's kind of like, he really needs the blank to do much, and I'm not really in the mood to kind of think as usual, so...
Oh, I was gonna play inveigled.
Well, I'm happy I completely destroyed your chance at showing off.
This is Bnjy versus, not Qwizical versus. I have to be allowed to show off a little bit.
Yeah. maybe like the people watching will remember me as kind of like that player that just continually blocked all their awesome plays, and then they're just sat there like, how is this girl doing it? She must know something. It's like, I actually don't.
Clearly you do. You're ahead by 20 points, and I have to figure out what I want
I've
to
got
be
like
doing.
sixth sense. That's probably what it is. I have like sixth sense when I play Scrabble.
I actually kind of like this play. Um, problem is, I don't know if it's going to be enough. I might have to try and go out in 2 here. I could actually go through the possibilities. Problem is, there's still bingos in the pool that Jessica could have. I also can't rule out the possibility of myself fishing for a bingo myself. Okay, so let's just go through all the possibilities here. I don't think Jessica is really scoring much more than 25 or so. Best plays I see in the pool are stuff like Arm, Zori, Dairam.
You know you're telling me words here, but I might not necessarily know.
Yeah, I'll just live with that. I haven't told you the bingo that's in the pool. I'm probably going to block it anyway, so I could probably just tell you. Alright, so this lets me play out no matter what I draw. I'm just not sure if it scores enough. I'll be up by 9. She's probably going to play for about 25. Should be up by about 14. Yeah, I think this scores enough. So I'm going to play this. Hey, you had the bingo.
Damn. Yeah, I think I found it. It's Mirador.
Yeah.
I think.
Unfortunately, I think you having that makes so that I can't win.
I have a what?
I'm not sure if I could win
But
now.
you're really testing my. Okay, well I can score 27 and 19. I can go up what 14. To score 14 with that on this board. Like how did you score 14 on this board with that? Like, somebody tell me now, because I'm really not sure. Like I'm pretty sure just playing mod, taking the J2 spot like wins it. But I've got 2 minutes to try and fuck this up. Sorry for the language, but I really do have 2 minutes to kind of. Yeah.
We're all adults here.
So I'm pretty sure you can't score 14 with that. My concentration is like completely shot though. Yeah. Yeah, I am not seeing anywhere that scores more than 6, I think. Yeah. If this doesn't win, like, we can all hate on me later, okay?
I think it wins.
Oh my god, I've literally just seen this. And like, you start a word and I'm like, but I'd rather go for the definite win with something boring.
Okay.
Watch, find out that's a word now.
So I have a place that I could play for 12, but unfortunately it only uses 1 tile.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
You have Son's
yeah.
to play out. Jessica gets the first one. Good job.
Yay me! Now we can check on all the rubbish.
Yeah, I
that
might have missed something in my second to last, my last play.
Okay, so you can have Orarium. Like, I do know the word. Oh yeah, Orarium being my dad's name plus 2, that's why I know it. It kind of just did a bit more. We can just like scream at what I missed afterwards. No, I didn't miss anything there. That's kind of alright.
Okay, gauzy is a word. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I was too.
Oh crap! I missed halozones. It burned the blank though, so.
Wow, you had Joseph for 46 when you played Toff.
I don't know if Joseph is TWO.
Well, we all know TWO is a stupid dictionary, isn't it? Foolish! Oh, you had foolish.
Yeah, I missed that. I just got there. Did you miss anything? Besides?
No, I'm like looking through my stuff. Like I legit.
Yeah, see, you played fine.
But you know that's normally not fine. Like normally I miss like so much, but it's literally just because my boards are just so blocked that the possibility for stuff just doesn't exist. So
Crap, Dingo.
yeah,
Dingo takes an S in Collins?
I think it would do. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do that in TWL, or at least not in the old one. That was my whole plan. Hopefully, playing Dingo to not give you an S.
I mean, I had the opportunity to get 41 down there. Like, and I did see it, but I just kind of dismissed it.
It would have been 46. I would have challenged.
Mm.
Of course, you don't know that.
No, I wouldn't.
Alright, so now we have a little break. Why don't you tell me about your favorite moment as an ISC helper?
I don't really have a favourite moment, but it's like the favourite moments like happen every day. That's why I kind of post all these different questions to ISC to Facebook, because like stuff happens all the time, and you kind of have to just make fun with it. Like there's a question in my inbox now. Player asks, why is LOR a valid TWL word? I challenged, but to no avail. And I'm like, okay, how do I answer that? Because it just is. Like, how would you answer questions like that?
Yeah, I was just talking to you earlier about how we just need like some filters, because how is X a word is just like the most common question that you get. You just get them all the time, and there's no good way to answer it. Like, I feel like you just...
I mean, there are robots online, and the robots can answer questions. Like, Waxbury can answer questions, I think. Like, you just never see them answer questions because nobody bothers to ask them, because they're like, we want the human guys to answer this.
Yeah, like when you have an option between ask a bot and ask a human.
You always go for the human.
Like, I've literally... Part of what I'm doing with my work right now is analyzing phone data. And there are some people who just hope Oh, if I'm on this phone tree. If I press 0 enough, maybe they'll lead me to a human eventually.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you also want to advertise this in the help channel, or?
If you want to, I don't know. Uh,
You can advertise, all I have to do is hit relay and that's it.
how do I do that? What do I just...
Just type ask and then you message. It will get truncated if it's too long, so... Just
Just
make
say...
sure you... Say, like, watch me and your favourite helper beat each other up at Scrabble or something. And then just put the link to your Twitch, or just say finger yourself, which isn't particularly pleasant.
Especially since I'm a
But
guy.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, who wants to see that on stream? Like I told Bnjy about this question earlier that got asked, and it's like, it basically said, I'm constantly getting vowels. I've gone from a 1300 or so rating to under 1100 and seems to have lost 10 or 12 games on the run. I checked, they lost 6. They lost 8 of the last 10, basically.
People love exaggerating.
And their opponent is getting at least 1 bingo per game. Not sure if this is a glitch, and then the message truncates, and it's like, your opponent would typically get 1 or 2 bonuses a game anyway if they're smart enough to realize. Yeah, if they're competent, they're gonna get a bonus.
Even I got a bonus in the last game. She got 2 of them.
Do so, but he got a bonus. Yeah, and then saying you're constantly getting vowels and then doing nothing about it. It's just, if you're getting vowels, learn words with vowels in them. Bnjy, you need to put the HTTPS before it.
Crap.
Sorry, HTTP : // I could delete it, just send it again.
HTTP : //
Yeah.
We did it.
No, the other slash.
Crap.
Bnjy no good at making characters function here. There we go.
We did it.
Got it.
It only took me 3 tries. Do you mind if I asked you this? When I'm playing other people? Because I feel people would be... I'll take all the viewers I could get. Okay, you can put that one in your funky IC questions.
I'm pretty sure that link does work as well, because Twitch doesn't normally have the www before it.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, it should work.
Yeah, it's in my profile.
Yeah.
All right, so what was you didn't answer my question. What was the worst question you've ever gotten?
I don't. There are some pretty dire ones, especially when they keep coming back. Oh god. The most annoying one is, how do I access my messages? And let's face it, the messages are not hidden anywhere unless they are group messages, and nobody except for the helpers does group messages. And we only do group messages when something important is happening, like a dictionary update or Carol is relaying something to us.
Or Bnjy streaming.
That's the only time a message on IRC is going to be hidden. The rest of the time, it's either in purple or black when you log in, and the amount of people just seems to be like, what message? And you're just kind of like, how else do I tell you this?
People just don't seem to be getting the message.
You're right, they don't. But the thing is, about being a helper, you've also got to kind of make sure that you speak a decent amount of French. Otherwise, you're kind of going to just be sat there getting screwed over. Because if you're the only helper online and the French people notice, they are going to ask you random questions in French.
Just because they can.
And I don't have the vocabulary to answer most of these questions. I could get by in French, this question, comment faire une copie d'écran, merci? That pretty much answers itself. I'm just not going to bother answering it now, because if you're wondering what that says, it's just how to do a screenshot, thanks. But obviously, with it being a French keyboard and me not knowing what the actual button is called, it doesn't really make much difference, does it? Like, I'm reading through, like, all the questions now, it's like...
So, next question.
Like, this one comes up quite a bit in English. Comment recherche un adversaire? Yeah. Unless you know their username, you can't find them. It's as simple as that.
Alright, next question.
Mm.
Do you have a favorite charity? Because if you beat me 2 more times, you get to donate $30 to the charity of your choice. And
I don't want to think fast right now because I'm gonna like jinx myself or something if I allow it to happen.
Well, that's alright. You can let me know whenever you decide, and I'll just post a link to the charity the next time I stream. But
provided I think of it by then.
But since she's from Britain, my wallet may take a pounding because the pound is stronger than the dollar.
I heard it got pretty weak.
Yeah, Brexit.
Brexit sucks. It's like...
Well, one of the rules in my stream is I try not to get into politics, but it is really dumb.
Yeah. I mean, where I live when I'm in London is so just diverse. I mean, we have Romanes Magazine and Polski Sleps down the main road, and you know that there's more than one of them, and you go to school with these people, you know, you see them all the time, you know, nothing goes wrong, and there are just people out there that just judge them for being from somewhere else.
Yeah, they're just people.
Yeah, and I'm completely fine with them being people so long as they don't do stupid stuff.
Well, let's not get carried away. People, if there's one thing you could get on, it's people doing stupid stuff. But as long as it's not stupid, destructive stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't want another phase of rioting happening across London again over the summer. Like, I don't want that anymore. That was just wrong on so many levels.
I have a feeling some of that's going to be happening regardless of what happens in the U.S. election, unfortunately. It's not going to be fun. Maybe I should move to Canada. But there's really no escape from political stupidity.
No.
Alright,
It's going to be everywhere unless you go somewhere that has no government.
They'll be stupid too. The government is what stops us from being so stupid. We're just really stupid about it. Alright, let's stop being stupid and start another game.
Yeah, we might as well do that. You know, you could just type rematch or whatever.
Yeah, I always just click rematch.
Yeah, go you for the...
I know some ISC shortcuts. Okay, so she gets to go again first again. That's really not fair, but you don't hear me complaining. Actually, you do.
I'm a helper, you know, you gotta give some kind of advantage. You know, I deserve something from ISC once in a while.
So, what kind of powers do you have as a helper?
I shouldn't really discuss them because, like, if I actually tell people what I can do, then they'll realise what I can and can't do, and then they'll basically do more stupid stuff if they realise that I'm not able to do certain things.
Okay.
But the most common thing that I do as a helper is answer how that people have. Like, and I'll even like do like humorous ones or joke ones, or like sometimes I'll end up having conversations with people in the help channel, like just because you can, because sometimes it's a dead time and it's like, you know, there are days where I answer questions and people tell me that I've like cheered them up and stuff just by my answer to questions.
That's great.
You know, it's not just about being serious all the time. It's about having fun.
No, same thing.
Especially since you don't get.
Same thing with directing tournaments. They always people seem to think it's all about rules, but it's really just about interacting with people.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't interact with them properly, you know.
Yeah, that's really what being a good director is about.
when I direct, I tend to just sit around doing nothing. Like,
Alright, so
I want to trust people, so
those are the best players.
yeah, like I don't want to have to force myself to keep an eye on everyone for like 8, just making sure none of them are doing stupid things.
Alright, so I'm going to make this play. It's not just because I love playing closed boards. It's also because if I draw a certain tile, there's a decent chance I'll be able to score reasonably well next turn.
I wonder what that certain tile is.
It's not that nefarious. I was just trying to do an overlap, actually.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that. So I'm kind of looking at my rack, and I'm looking at this board, and I'm kind of like, I think I might just do this. Because, like, I can't get rid of that tile on this board so well, and not the only move that doesn't get rid of the tile that I want to keep. So, and it doesn't really give away like much at all. So I'm pretty much fine playing it, and it leaves really good. So.
I could play something like this just to score some points. It doesn't. No, that doesn't score as much as I thought it did. Right now, the play I'm looking at is this. It leaves very strong. Doesn't score tons, but scores something. And I think I actually do want to be opening up the board against Jessica.
Because you think I can't do it?
I'm actually not even sure that what she played is a word. I'm gotta think about that amazingly. Okay, it's gotta be a word. I'm 99% sure it's a word. Okay, it's a word.
Oh, you played. Sorry, I don't have the sound set up on ISC, so it means like I'll tend to like not look at it and like completely miss everything, which is kind of typical for me, really. I do see a word, which is good because I've actually seen it this time. I think I kind of got pretty nice pickup. I mean, especially since like with this board, kind of. Now I've just got to find something because I want to find something that's better and I don't want to open a 9 tiler and I don't want to do like I want to play off the N, and I'm trying to think if there is something, and I'm like tapping so much on the clock because I want to shuffle it and make a word appear as if by magic.
Sometimes the words just do appear by magic.
Yeah.
Just don't be alarmed
I
when a
mean,
word appears.
mm, I think I will play this. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I have to imagine. I have to imagine this is a word.
Yeah. I hate words like that because I'm always just like, my opponents typically know them or not. And I'm like, the thing is, it's like, it's 5 points as well, and it's not going to be terrible if I lose 5 points just by challenging it, especially as it's an INGS word. And those, I know there are like 3 times as many or something in Collins as there are in TWR or something like that. Like I'm just gonna challenge it just because, like, if it's good, it's good, and then if it comes off, like,
Phew.
yeah.
I had no idea because I don't play Collins. But I do agree with your rationale. There's no reason not to try challenging it.
Yeah, especially considering what you'd have to take back as well.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I tried it. I had a similar situation come up in my last tournament where I tried a bingo that I wasn't sure of just because I had no good plays.
Mm-hmm.
My opponent challenged and the word was liniment. My opponent challenged, it came back good, and I drew into another bingo and blocked his next bingo, which will block my bingo.
Mm. But also the thing is with 5 point penalty, it's
It's basically
you
free.
rarely lose a game by 5 points. Like, it rarely does make a difference. Like, I think probably of all the times I've played it, I maybe won a game on it once. And it was really weird because my opponent challenged 2 of my words in the end game, and so long as they didn't challenge it at all, they would have won. And for
Wow.
some reason, they challenged the words,
They,
and
they,
of course they both came back valid. So I got an extra 10 points off
did
of
they like
that.
forget was 5 points or something?
I don't know. I mean, especially when you're not used to 5 point penalty, it's kind of hard to kind of adjust to actually do I or don't I.
Right, sure. It's
But
just
then,
automatic.
yeah, I mean, for most players, like, in the middle of the game, it's automatic, but at the end, you actually do have to think, should I or shouldn't I?
Yeah. Okay,
And in
so
that case, it was a shouldn't.
yes.
And I got
So
lucky.
well, you didn't get lucky. Your opponent messed up. It's like the literal opposite of getting lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make an argument that you got lucky that your opponent messed up, but
Yeah.
whatever. Uh, so My play is a little bit feeble, but I think I'm going to play. I hope you guys don't have a beef with this play.
Hoping he wouldn't have like high scoring letters to go there, but you know, it doesn't really matter. If you can hear that, I am sorry. The clock tower is striking midnight.
I can't hear it. Perfect.
Yeah. Being so close to campus means I can actually hear a lot of what happens on campus. I'm literally trying to see something and I'm like, why am I not seeing something? It's like so bad. Again.
Well, you haven't missed... Well, you don't... Did you miss anything in the last game?
No. Nothing too deadly anyway.
You've been playing well so far.
Doesn't mean I'll keep it up though. Oh damn! I am so close to literally having this off the B. That is really, really annoying. If only I had one extra letter. Damn! I nearly have a Pokemon move as well. Why am I seeing everything that I don't have? This is like my life. My life.
Are you bored?
Mhm. This is why I'm doing other things on the tablet as well, because
I'm just boring
it's
you.
not that I'm bored, it's just that
I know.
that, like, I really struggle to keep concentration. So for me, it's actually better if I do other things, especially because like, it actually keeps my attention actually in the real world and not on something imaginary.
Like Pokemon.
Like, well, it's something that is here and not in my head.
Alright, so... I think I'm just gonna play this.
Oh yeah, I feel like you've already got this game sewn up. No, but I'm gonna give up. Like,
No,
there
this
are
game
just
is not
games
over.
where you, like, for me, I can just tell when stuff is going my way, stuff isn't going my way. Like, I'll still try, like, but it's not always possible to, like.
Oh, of course not. You can't win every game.
You know, you're telling me that like 12 years too late.
No, some people think that you can win every game, and get annoyed that they can't, but...
I think what annoys me most is that I can't play my best in every game I play. Like, by best, I mean, like, I can't pick up letters that help me show that I play my best. Like, it's just like picking letters that just don't do anything all the time and then, like, feeling like I'm playing rubbish because I'm not picking stuff that's very good, and then...
It took me years to get past that, and I'm still not quite there, but...
I am still in that phase. By a long way.
You just play what you have, really. Well, the advice I'm giving you is very useful, but it's also incredibly generic.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, that's the case with advice regarding... a lot of advice regarding Scrabble. Most of it you get is good advice, but it's also just very common advice that you probably already know.
Yep. I really cannot see much good coming off this rack on this board. and like I'm looking for stuff and like I'm drawing a blank.
That's a good thing, though.
I'm drawing a blank on good stuff. I'm seeing moves. I'm just drawing a blank on good stuff. So I'm just gonna like because I'm not really bothered about like I should really care about what I play, but I don't want to like sit and think on a move for like ridiculous amounts of time. Just because I don't know, because it's late and.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's midnight where you are, and it's 7 where I am.
Yeah, I mean, I can still think about the moves properly. I just don't particularly want to. No, I just don't particularly want to. That's pretty much
that
it.
That too. I think my play is pretty clear here.
Another bonus? Oh, that. You've missed this awesome question that's just popped up on my screen. My game has stalled. And the majority of the time that happens, they aren't even in a game.
The answer to that question is, great, what's your question?
Yeah, that as well. That always happens as well. There are a load of people that think asking questions is about like whining about something or just generally stuff that isn't actually question related.
Scrabble players whining? Never.
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it?
Scrabble players really aren't that bad, actually.
No, it's just these people on IFC that seem to be a bit dodgy.
A lot of them are like they're random people on the internet, and they are that bad.
I feel like I'm just going to end up going for turnover here, like. Because the thing is, when I also don't see stuff, it's kind of just like I'm not very good at moves where there isn't kind of that kind of obvious place to play or obvious choices, because my vocabulary just isn't there. So, yeah.
Alright, I have a 5. I don't know if it's very good.
If it's not very good, I suggest you play it.
This is not really what I want to be doing. I think I am going to make my play that is not very good.
That is a Pokemon word, though.
It is.
What kind of berry? Are you going for orange berry, lumberry, cherry berry? Which kind of berry?
Let me think about that.
There are just so many Pokemon berries.
There are also a lot of extensions for the word berry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if this is a word. And that's kind of bad, but I don't know whether it is or isn't.
Oh yeah, there's another word that I wasn't sure of last turn. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys to see. You don't get to see.
I mean, I've also got a really neat play of this down here, and I like that, and it uses the same letters as the other thing does, but the other thing is like 17 points more. I'm just like, I am like 100 points behind, and I just want to play it just because because I feel like it should be a word, and if it's not a word, you know, then I should just throw my arms up in the air and just be like, yeah.
Wave them like you just don't care.
Yeah. Because, like, the amount of words that I'm just not 100% on is, like, the majority of what I know.
I think that's good, but I'm considering.
Don't make me, like, force you to challenge it. Like,
I know.
because I'm not supposed to do that.
I mean, I also don't want to not challenge it and have it cost me the game.
Give
But
me those 5 points back.
I might just be doing that. I'm pretty sure it's a word, though. Yeah, it's definitely a word. I'm not giving you your 5 points back. You'll have to get them later.
Oh.
All right. So since I'm not sure of since I'm not sure of the word and I'm ahead, I'm going to play this. Maybe this will deny Jessica some points.
No, it won't.
Crap.
It won't. It won't. Like, I mean, my play is pretty obvious. Like, where I should play is down column 15. Hitting the triple, scoring some points, make the blank the Z, and, well, at least I'm pretty sure you could have it with a Z. I'd be surprised if you couldn't, because it's like, yeah. But anyway, I pretty much don't see anything else, and just doing it.
You got it. Now we have a game on our hands.
Yeah, from me almost kind of saying, yeah, I'm probably going to lose this earlier.
Alright, so what's the biggest threat right now? What kind of threats can I create? Thing is, I'm not really going to score that much no matter what I do, so I kind of might as well fish here.
Particularly as there are only like 5 tiles on the scene that have more than a 1 point value. Like, combined. Like, from what I can't see and what I have on my rack, they're like CFP, QD, I think, the only tiles that score more than 1 point.
This is the play I'm really looking at right now. Oh, I could actually score something. This score's 24, so I really have to consider this.
Especially on this kind of board with what's left, 24 is actually a lot.
Yeah, it's actually a lot.
Like, because
this scores a lot more than anything else I'm going to be doing, so I think I am going to go with this.
Because it's just typically 1 point tiles just very rarely score you a lot of points. And yeah, that's not actually too bad, except I'm now going to assume you have the other S. Because there's just no reason to not assume he doesn't have the address. Now, as you can see by what's on my rack, I have the choice of, well, my plays are pretty much obvious. It's either...
I'm guessing it's a Q play?
Yeah. I mean, it's just which Q play. So looking at what's left, the bag seems... The bag is like 50-50 in terms of vowels and consonants. And, there isn't really much difference. I mean, I'm just going to take the extra points because of the fact that there are 3 eyes unseen from my point of view, and I don't particularly want to draw another one if I keep it. So.
Okay, I thought that was going to be the play that she made. I can counter and get more points back.
You mean after I played that, you can get more points now?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it used my S, but I don't really think I have a choice here unless I want to fish again, and I'm just running out of turns, so that's probably not well advised. So I think I'm just going to try and win a close game here.
Well, this is my rack, and considering my style of play, I'm not surprised that, like, it doesn't play. Yeah. Like, this is assuming that I'm not missing anything that might play. I mean, it could be. I'm pretty sure I've seen what they are and they don't, so... So it's really just a case of...
I didn't hear a word of that.
Things.
That is not your fault.
That's good.
What? Yeah, it's not your fault. It's Skype's fault.
Skype's fault? Well, Skype's a load of twabble, isn't it? Huh. I'm trying to remember if you can have stuff like this. Like, I don't want to try it. I'd like to think I'm good at endgames or general board situations like this, but I am so low on time as well. It's like unreal. Like, I'm gonna see if I can... Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Because I'm not sure of that, and I probably regret it, I'm gonna do this and kind of hope for the best. Which is really not what you should be doing, but...
Sometimes what you have to do, though.
Yeah.
Alright, now I have to figure out what I want to do. The play... Play that jumps out at me. Sorry, go ahead.
Don't stop mid-sentence, you're scaring me.
It's just that's just the way my train of thought works. I just go into thoughts and then fall out of them. So the play that I'm looking at right now is this.
You might as well just say it, considering you're going to end up picking that last tile in the bag anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at... My rack right now is Icier plus UT. Oh, I have Diuretic. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I almost missed that.
I saw that. I literally put in to
I don't think
chat,
I will...
does he have diuretic? But it's not that I wasn't thinking of a bingo. It's just that I tend to just.
I did look briefly, but I didn't see it until I said my rack out loud. Thanks.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Well,
No, why are you being sorry? You helped me win.
Screw you.
I think I would have won anyways.
Yeah, I think you might have done it anyway.
Yeah, I would have played Icier, taking like a 15-point lead, and then just played Ute. I would have probably won a close game. All right, I think I get a C for this game. Yeah, good game. Alright, let's see what...
I mean, clearly Dartle wasn't the right move, but...
I mean, you never know. It might have been.
I'm also low on time, and for me at that point in the game, the F is probably the most dangerous tile because of that triple hotspot.
Oh, the best move which I actually saw is T-board.
Yes, I saw that as well, and I was like, "Isn't a word, is it?"
Yeah, I wasn't sure if dry board was a word.
I saw Kennets. Oh, you had Kennets.
Dry board is not a word.
Oh yeah, ear mites. But I don't like that. It's far too open for me. Meteors,
What did I have?
What, Kennets?
Oh.
Oh, swelting. Oh dear. Oh dear for you, Bnjy.
Swelting. Is that TWL? No, let's see if that's TWL. I feel like it probably is.
It doesn't. It's not in this one anyway. Not in the TWL one here. What?
Yeah.
Gambardo.
Wow. Welting's is TWL.
That just seems so stupid. Caltrap, lacerant, lacerate, tailways, flat car, aqualate, cartable.
Caltrap. I should have seen Caltrap. I'm good.
Hamuli, boxboard. Bnjy.
Look, I never claimed to be good. I think I...
Oh my god, logboard. Oh my god, widgeon. That's actually a duck. That kind of embarrasses me. Mr. Duck.
I did? When did I miss?
No, I...
Okay. So yeah, my stream got completely messed up, so I have to fix this.
Yeah, you fix it and I'll just sit here like stewing in my own problems or something. No, I am completely fine.
Or we could talk about ducks.
We could. I mean, for those watching, they've probably seen the duck that I currently have sat on my lap.
So
been buggering my webcam or something.
They actually can't see your screen because it got destroyed again. But you're back, and you're huge, and now you're huge.
I'm huge, am I? That's not a nice thing to say to a woman.
No, it's not. But you're less huge now.
I'm not. Is he complimenting me?
No.
Like. Like, at least you're saying this to me and not anyone else. Because because I can take these kinds of things sometimes.
You're not as big as me.
Yeah.
Well, of course, talking in terms of the Skype screen, I'm also still having trouble with it, unfortunately. But that's just because I can't size things well.
I'm not even going to try and respond to that.
Fair. It's a pretty stupid thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, of course I should have played T-board. T-board was by far the best. But at the same time, yeah, I mean...
Boxboard. I played...
I mean, knowing my luck, of course, you were going to have the right letters for a bonus. But maybe even with T-board, you might have still edged it. Because there was no guarantee I was drawing vowels anyway.
Well, you have proper end game timing after T-board. Like, I have to empty the bag if you play that. I probably have to play something like Curie.
But still, I left Lord, so if I don't pick vowels, then my endgame is kind of all messed up anyway. And especially since the board isn't that friendly to a rack with no vowels. So
I didn't leave any vowels? Yeah, I guess it really depends.
I left one vowel, but at the same time, like, an O.
I guess it really depends on what you draw.
Yeah. Yeah, like, if I didn't draw... Like, considering, like... I think the bag at that point was actually had more vowels in it than I gave it. Like... What? It had a few vowels in it anyway. But, like, thinking hard about moves is just not what I do. I tend to go with my gut and just stick it like that.
That is worth something. People underrate just instincts.
Because the thing is, like, I've had so many of those scenarios.
Speaking of that, which Pokemon Go team are you?
We had this discussion at the BMSC.
Yeah, you're Mystic, right?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I got a 10k egg from my walk around campus earlier.
I
haven't quite set it yet. Let me grab my device. Like, my 10k egg was particularly nice.
What'd you get?
Except I've just run out of incubators, which is really annoying. I've only got my infinite one left.
Yeah, the only thing I would ever spend money on in Pokemon Go is more incubators.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only thing, like, I'm really irritated about. The fact that the eggs take so long to hatch, and because I don't have a data plan, hatching eggs is just way more complicated than it should be. Yeah. I'm lucky this device screws up its GPS so bad that I can end up in Quinton, in some other place in Birmingham, and just randomly I could just be sat in this room, like, just letting it go, and then suddenly I'm in Quinton. And I'm like, oh, how did that happen?
I don't know.
Like, it happened while I've been in London. I've ended up in Greenwich. And then I've ended up in Hackney. And, like, I ended up down the other end of the main road, which was like a mile long. And I'm like, how have I ended up all the way over here just by being in one place and not even leaving the house?
It must be because the GPS is very hackneyed.
See, I've got a legit game. I've not got like a
No, I was walking in like my local Pokemon Go spot. I walked by a family, and they were shaming, and like the father and the sister were shaming the son for spoofing. They were like, "Do you enjoy your trip to China?"
Yeah.
Like,
caught this one on campus.
That's pretty great. I caught one of those while at a Scrabble tournament.
This one was on campus as well. This one's got really good IVs.
I haven't really been playing at all lately.
I could
Because
just be sat. I'll just be sat in my lecture getting bored. I'll just turn it on and be like, "Oh look,
oh look, a poke
there's
stuff.
happening." Yeah.
You're probably in like a.
Dad, my school's building at uni is surrounded by drowsy. Somebody help me.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing you have a lot of Pokestops like while you're in class.
Oh yeah. There are loads on campus. Like,
Yeah, my area is not the worst for it, but it's not great either. Like I have to actually go and play Pokemon Go if I want to play.
yeah. When I'm in London, it's like, because we're in a residential area, like nothing good really spawns. I mean, we've been quite lucky that stuff like Mr. Mime will spawn at the end of our road. Jigglypuff,
Yep.
Magnemite, and Voltorb will spawn. I once had a Hitmonchan. I think it was Hitmonchan. Yeah, Hitmonchan spawned really close. I got to it and then it like despawned and disappeared, and I was like so upset because I actually found the Hitmonchan and my internet went. Because I had to piggyback off the Wi-Fi at other houses.
Is it the punchy one or the kicky one?
I'm gonna check my decks because it's like the only Pokemon that I've seen that haven't caught. Oh, it's Hitmonchan.
Yep, it's the punchy guy.
The punchy guy. It's just so annoying because it's
Opposed to the kicky guy.
yeah.
And then
but
Gen 2 you get the spinny
at
guy.
least when the next generation comes out and Tyrogue is released, then we'll be able to get Hitmonchan much easier.
Presumably.
Presuming Tyrogue is not ridiculous to catch.
Or presuming Tyrogue will actually give you the Pokemon that you want. Like, did you ever? I still don't think I have a Jolteon. Amazingly.
Jolteon was like the first thing I evolved it into because I don't have very many. Like, I haven't even caught Pikachu yet. Like,
I caught that at Fort Wayne.
I've got like 8 Mr. Mimes I can give
But
away.
the downside was I was in Fort Wayne.
I've got like 8 Mr. Mimes to give away, so I'm waiting for trading to come out so that I can give like all you guys in North America some.
I'll give you a Tauros, but I'm sure you have plenty of people willing to give you Tauros.
Yes. But I'll also take Pikachu, Charmander, and anything else.
I'm not giving up my Pikachu.
Yeah, I'll happily take away your Pikachu from Mr. Mime.
Alright, Jesse.
I'll happily kidnap your Pikachu.
Alright, Jesse, where's James?
Don't worry, I left him with his fiancée, Jezebel.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. So I'm sure his rich parents gave me the money to be like a film star or whatever.
I don't think that's how the anime worked.
No, that's not.
Alright.
There's a Mr. Mime on my radar somewhere near here. I wonder if I can get my GPS to freak out enough to get this mime. If you're wondering where I am in Birmingham, I'm right next to the canal. Birmingham is full of canals. More canals than Venice, I think. If I remember correctly.
We have
There's a lot of canals.
I don't know if I've ever seen... No, I definitely have, but there just aren't canals where I live. I really want to visit Europe at some point. I'm hoping maybe next year.
Maybe you should stop over and play a Scrabble tournament here.
Yeah, that's what I was considering doing.
There'll be plenty.
I might play the BMSC next year. Who knows? I could
Maybe I'll see you if I get asked. If you get to come to the BMSC.
I also want to see France.
If you're wondering, that's campus up there. And that's not even all of campus. Campus is really big. But that's just the side of campus that I can see. Like, there's more of campus. That's campus over there,
How big a campus is it?
and that campus is over there. I'm not even sure how big it is. But everything on the... Like, to get into campus in the mornings, I take this little... This is the main road here. And then you see this little road here. That's where I walk across. Campus is literally just on the other side of the main road. So I don't have that far to go in the mornings.
I actually lived on campus all of my college career.
See, in this country, we don't really live on campus.
Yeah, I'm guessing college is a lot like less over-the-top experience oriented.
Yeah. So I think the BMSC venue, because that's a university, that's slightly different because it's in the middle of nowhere, kind of, so people tend to
Oh yeah,
live
that tournament is held in a university, isn't it?
a university campus. Not,
Yeah, we don't do stuff. We always tend to hold them at hotels.
Yeah, but the BMSC has a tradition of being hosted at universities.
That's good.
Before I started going, it used to be hosted at different universities.
My last Niagara Falls. I think most tournaments in Canada actually, a lot of them are held in like convention centers or whatnot. I really like the one Niagara Falls. It's held in the Scotiabank Bank Convention Center. Like they could just get as much space as they need depending on how many players they get. The one I'm going to.
Oh, damn, a Pidgey just spawned in... Wait.
Don't get distracted by the Pidgeys.
I don't want to catch it.
You're not even worth my time, Pidgey. I'm trying to start a campaign to get everyone to name their Pidgeys Bnjy.
But then that would mean you'd be useless.
Am I not already? At least I'm entertaining. I guess I'm more entertaining than Pidgeys. No one ever gets excited to see a Pidgey.
I suppose that means someone's been excited to see you.
No, I'm better than Pidgey. Alright, want to play another game?
I suppose we'd better finish off the best of 3, shouldn't we?
Yeah, it is kind of...
Ow!
12.
Stupid shelf unit! That's why I covered it in blue tack, like, in case you... There's a shelf unit literally, like, in front of my head.
The way you angled the camera, it looked like the shelf unit was about to fall on your head.
It kind of is, like... I've decided to, like, pad the corner with blue tack because... trauma to my head. Like, every time, like, I tried to readjust how I sit, I'm just, like, bashing my head against a pointy bit.
Oh yeah, just
so
like
I,
get up,
padded it out with
get up, hit your head. Alright, ready?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. So I've just covered it in blue tack to make sure that at least it's less painful.
Ready?
And then I'll end up with blue tack in my hair and it will be hilarious.
Well, you do like dyeing your hair.
That's true. But I've run out of dye. So my hair is just, like, dull.
At least you have hair. I
But at
really
least it's
don't.
been washed.
I really don't have
Aww.
hair. My hair has been like this since I was like 12. Amazingly.
Well, I molten up all the time. You can come and take all the hairs that seem to end up on my carpet. I mean, there's probably, like, thousands of them already.
If we combine our powers, we'll have 2 full heads of hair.
Yeah. Easily. Like, my hair needs a cut anyway.
Yeah, you have the hair of a person and a half. I have the hair of a half person. Alright, ready?
Let's see if you start this game. No, you don't start this game.
The ISC gods just love you.
I mean, they do, don't they?
Alright, let's have a good last game. Games we played so far have actually been pretty interesting.
Yeah. This is kind of irritating. I hate these racks because I look at them and I'm like, but I know that these racks make something.
Hang on,
And I'm
not gonna look at your rack. I just need to type something in to make.
that's fine. I will probably end up playing something anyway. It's just whether I play that or that.
Wow, the IC guys really love you.
You've seen my rack then?
No, I haven't. I just by the way you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I should really know words and.
No, you shouldn't. You have more important things to be doing than knowing words.
I mean, it's whether words are. I try words. I was in the find one or like. But I'm gonna go for the former one of the two because I don't like the positioning of the other one, and it's probably gonna be wrong. And you guys are probably like, Jess, you're an imbecile. Like, I'm an imbecile anyway. Just let me fail by myself. Okay? Let me fail by myself. Let me fail by myself.
You're doing pretty well so far.
Let me fail. It really is embarrassing what I'm not sure of. But then if you remember, like, the last opener game that I played in competition was last match over.
I'm actually not sure of this myself.
I haven't played
over
the board since.
Yep, okay.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yeah,
it's not embarrassing after all. I hope I'm not keeping my flatmates awake because I'm talking pretty loudly. But I am. Hopefully, I'm not keeping them awake this year because I'm next to the kitchen.
Okay, I have to decide if I want to play long or short, and I think even though the lead is a little bit worse, I want to score a few extra points and keep the board open at least a little bit, even though this doesn't take an S. So I'm just going to make this play.
So, great. I have moves that are basically good enough to. I mean, they're good enough to do stuff with, and I mean, this is kind of pretty much the move I'm going to go with. There isn't really much risk to it. I mean, unless he has certain letters. And it deals with most of the clunk, and I'm just happy to do it. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna head to the kitchen and fill this up. I'll be back like in a minute.
Need more booze?
I can't drink booze, you know that.
I know. I think I'm just going to go with my high scoring play that I see here. It's not that funny, but it is hilarious.
Nope. He's made a move. You know, I don't drink booze, right? You know, I'm just.
I know.
You know, I just don't want to like completely have a breakdown. Like 3 hours later, when I've had booze. So, yeah. I don't particularly like the fact that that will probably take an S, and I don't really like moves that take S's along triple lines. They're just horrible. I don't like leaving them there. But they shouldn't be allowed to be played. How I see it, anyway.
You think it should be against the rule of Scrabble?
Yeah. Yeah, just forego triple lines completely.
Why do they even have... It should be a 13 by 13 board. Or no, I'm sorry, a 14 by 13.
14 by...
No, 13 by 13.
14. Yeah.
I guess 14 by 14 works.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like with this move, it's like I can't really maintain balance too well. I don't think this is like I should have done my 5s at some point, and I haven't. And it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, I don't particularly want to leave 3 belts. But then I also don't want to play. I don't want to play more open, but I'm just going to play slightly more open because I'm leading and whatever.
Oh, you blocked my bingo.
That's good. That tends to happen when I play people. Somehow.
No, I really don't have much of anything exciting to do. I could play off 6 tiles, and that's probably actually going to be what I do. My bingo was dumb, but...
But dumb is only 4 letters long, so your bingo can't have been dumb.
But we were talking about idioms earlier. My bingo was as dumb as a doornail.
Oh dear.
Do you have that idiom where you are?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I think we normally say as dead as a doornail. Whoever's Mr. Mime is. Oh, come on, Avatar, move. Trying to play Pokemon Go while playing Scrabble. I was actually doing that while streaming at the BMSC. It was kind of got to a point when we're taking so long. So I just kind of... This was before you came in, because having you on commentary just meant that there was no reason for me to...
Yeah, I could at least entertain you by saying things that are sometimes, by once in a while, saying something that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that this time we can actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
Rather than me just only being able to tap on the microphone to really
Alright,
get
so
your...
I'm just going to play this 7-letter word.
Okay. Well, I have a really nice interjection that's new. I'm not going to say it out loud, but it's a really nice interjection. I like the word. So like saying it.
Then why don't you say it out loud?
But it doesn't go anywhere. I'm not saying it out loud. You know what I have. There is just no way that I wouldn't want to.
I'll see it later.
It's just in this case where it's just in this case where I get rid of both of the clunky letters at the same time. And I can't get rid of... I mean, I can get rid of all the duplicates with that, I think. If I remember that's a word properly. Which it should be. So awkward. Yeah, I can't really do that. And I'm pretty much happy with this move as it is. I mean, it scores 30 and so long as I don't draw like a triplicate, I think I'll be fine. I don't want triplets.
You should probably shouldn't take lessons from Cornelia then. Cornelia is tournament director in New York who has triplets. they all were involved in Scrabble to varying degrees. Shout out to On if you're watching. You're probably not watching.
Oh well.
That's fine.
We can still give them shout-outs.
Yeah. Alright, so I see a 42-point play, which leaves horribly. I'm probably just going to end up making that play. Because I like points.
Because what do points make?
Wins?
He's not into game shows, is he?
Might not be an American game show. What?
Points make prizes.
Yeah, that's not an American game show I've ever heard of.
No. I think it's an English one anyway.
What is it?
I don't remember. I don't think it's my generation of game show anyway. I'll have to Google that.
Oh, there goes Bnjy Vs. I need to log back on there. I've gotten pretty good at doing this without looking at racks. Alright, we did it.
Yay, we're back on.
I need to close the IST screen though, so it doesn't block anything. My technology is really, really advanced. Alright, I'm just gonna play my play. Hopefully I'll draw into something next turn that'll allow me to score well.
Oh, you're going for that kind of variant. Oh,
It's better than the other variant for you.
oh of course, it's play your cards right. Of course, with Brucey. It's nice to see you. To see you. Nice. Yes, go Brucey. And my terrible Brucey impersonation.
Yeah, I've never heard of that show.
You know. You do know of Brucey, right?
No, it's...
You don't know of Bruce Forsyth?
No, it's not a US thing.
He is like the guy that like hosts game shows. Like he's like so old now. But
I'm like semi into game shows too. Obviously, you know that a bunch of Scrabble players have been on Jeopardy.
oh yeah, I watched some Jeopardy, live Jeopardy.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yes, Skyping with a Canadian is lots of fun, and watching it with him. So yeah, it was definitely fun to watch Jeopardy and then make up stupid answers. Like,
Oh yeah, that's always fun. We have a lot of tournaments in the U.S. We'll just have like quiz shows. Sometimes like some directors will just run them.
mhm.
I love trolling them by shouting stupid stuff.
Yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of the questions are based on America, and it's really, really hard for like someone like me to get questions like if I get like 4 or 5 right out of the whole show, I am like so happy.
Alright, so I'm not sure
Like-
of this 3, so I think I'm going to avoid playing it. I could just make this word. It's a word now. I had to transpose some tiles. But I think I'd rather just call it safe and play this. I drew pretty well last turn, so I kind of got out of that last predicament that Umiak put me in. But I had a feeling I would as long as I drew at least one vowel.
I've actually managed to get some Final Jeopardies. It's like I've been really excited at that. I managed to get one just because of my knowledge of Italian. Like I didn't even know the answer. It was just like the Italian name for like a child is like the nickname of this like sports player, and I was like, okay, so Bambino, it must be Bambi, and I was like, I got it right.
Nice.
I was like so happy.
I used to, when I was bored at work, I would go into like the J archives. Have you ever been on that website?
Maybe I'm not. I don't watch Jeopardy anymore with said Canadian. So
Is
So
this that
yeah.
Canadian Andy Saunders?
Yeah.
Shout out to Andy Saunders.
I do actually see a bonus here, and it's really funny because I actually have my surname plus the A on this board with the extra letter, and I should actually remember all of them, and I actually do know one that fits, so I'm just going to
Oh,
play it and just be like, yeah,
You're just leeching off of
I got
IC's.
a crazy word. Hooray for me actually studying this one set of words when I was like 8 years old.
Alright, so now I'm in some trouble.
Oh, and the baseball's nearly starting as well.
It must be great to be you.
Well, I'm quite lucky because one of my TV providers that my parents signs up with the internet for them, and we get free sports TV from them, and they have live baseball.
That's pretty good.
Last season it was all under blackout live, so I couldn't watch any of the games live. And this season the blackout has somehow been lifted, so I get to watch all the games live. Or at least the ones they show on ESPN, but also being in England, basically not being in America or Canada, Major League Baseball will also show the games on YouTube. So some nights I get to pick from 3 different games as to which one I want to watch.
Something I'm meaning to ask you. How'd you get into baseball anyways?
I just had it live, and it's like, I like working with noise in the background, so it was just something that I would have on.
Oh, sure.
And it's just like, obviously, like me being me, it's like I just wanted to know how to kind of understand it better than just like, yay, somebody hit the ball, I'm so happy.
They're pointing. Oh man, I talked to a coworker. I was talking to a coworker who had just like gotten like perfect seats to a baseball game, but by talking to her, you just knew that she had no idea about anything of baseball. She was like, I was sitting over like the main base. I was seeing how many.
What is it?
It was like the 9th game.
No, that's horrible. I think even I managed to pick up like the terminology quite quickly. Like,
Well,
this season,
Yeah,
season I kind of spent it working out who plays for what team.
even I was kind of embarrassed by that, so I'm just gonna make this play because it seems like the trendy thing to do.
Oh yeah. For some reason I'm watching the end of some Australian Football League stuff now, waiting for the baseball coverage to start while I borderline cry at the fact that my team might not win the wild card game. They better win the wild card game, or I'm just not going to be able to fall asleep to them tonight. Because obviously the game's going to go until 4 a.m. and I can't stay up for that.
You could just play infinite games on Bnjy Vs, but that would probably be a bad idea.
Potentially.
I'm already keeping you probably later than you should be.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't be on my laptop this late, but oh well. At this point I'm trying to work out what to do, like, I know what I would like to get rid of, but it's just a case of the fact that I can't really get rid of it properly, I think. And there's another question popped up. Why did these questions happen? It's not a stupid question. This time it's an actual legit question.
I have an actual ISC question. Said no one ever.
Well, you can ask it the legit way. Yeah. No, like, very rarely somebody legit needs help. Like, a lot of the time it's people that just complain for the sake of complaining.
Man, people will go to such lengths to complain.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're complaining about ISC, that's one thing. There's plenty to complain about with it. But if you're just complaining about, like, your drawing, then that's just... Why are you complaining in the IST chat to the person who is going to be the least sympathetic of anyone?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't score enough. I have to bingo. I drew both blanks last turn.
Screw you.
Indeed. We are complaining about complaining now.
Yay! Go us. Go us.
By the way, who are you, Bnjy? Or Vivens? Thank you for joining, by the way.
Don't worry, Bnjy just can't pronounce words.
Well, this isn't a word. This is...
A name. You can't pronounce names either. Probably.
I'm just seeing if I could score more than... Viva Concha? I'm guessing you're an ISC flyer who saw the advertisement in ISC and joined and started watching on the stream. Thanks for joining. Viva Concha, okay. Okay, I see something for 70. I wish I could score more with this, but...
I'm glad he can only score 70, to be honest.
I don't think there's going to be a 10 to ice. That would be pretty incredible, right?
I don't know.
I might go with my 69-point play.
Oh, here we go. I wonder what stream I have. It looks like it's the Orioles, which will be terrible if it's the Orioles, because I never get the Blue Jays stream. So, yeah.
That only scores 65? How is that possible? It's lots of B.
You might as well just tell me what your letters are if you're going to end up playing them all anyway.
Okay, I have brain blank blank.
Well, the thing is, this board isn't really that friendly for bonuses.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Like,
I also don't think I could just pass up my bonus.
I mean, it's always unless you had a reasonable play otherwise.
Yeah, I could, like, play bra, but that doesn't seem worth it.
I can't remember when first pitch is, so it must be like 7 minutes past or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna give up. I think this is...
Good for you.
I think this is probably... Well, there's definitely something better than this. This is what I see.
I think especially as you have 2 blanks, it's just really annoying.
Oh, it's hard. Someone at my last tournament was talking about how they don't like blanks because they just add so much variance to the game, but they're also just really skill intense, really skill testing. It's tough to find your best play when you have a blank.
Oh yeah. sad that O is in the wrong place. Oh.
I am Robinia Hood. I take good plays from... I have no idea where I'm going with this.
You take good players from the people that score too many points, and you do the opposite.
No, that's what you do. You just close the board. But then again, so do I.
Yeah. Like, I want to take the triple here. And I'm trying to see a long word. Like, and it's just because the word has to have an E right at the beginning, it then becomes really, really hard to kind of make something fit. It's like you don't realise it until you actually like start looking at it. Like, it's incredibly hard to make something fit. And I don't really like that. I don't really like many of my options here, to be honest. They're not particularly...
So many plays, all of them mediocre.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, what it is in this situation is whoever kind of takes the triple first, then the other person gets the line on top. And whatever I can play there isn't really to my liking, as in it doesn't block enough. Oh god, we're already on adverts. That's not nice.
We're on what?
Adverts. Commercials.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jessica's so good at Scrabble, she doesn't even need to focus to beat me.
No, that's just not it. It's just that I
Take the damn compliment.
No.
God damn it. Take the damn compliment.
Oh. I want to play more defensive. I think I'm going to end up playing... I think I'm going to play slightly more defensive, and I'm going to regret it, and I'm just going to do it anyway, because I don't like the other options. This is terrible. Mm. Yeah, I'll just do that. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Block one of my Z spots.
No, I figured you'd have to Z. Figured. There was nothing I could do about it, though. You were going to be able to use the spot anyway, regardless of what I did.
Yeah, I think I just have to play Zoe here. I wish I could turn over a few more tiles, but I'm not going to play something like... I'm not going to play something like this here. It's just not worth the point sacrifice. Or like this. It's not good. It's not good Scrabble. Alright, so yeah, it's Zoe it is.
Oh, that's just really irritating now.
Well, you knew that play was coming.
Yeah, I knew the play was coming. It's just really irritating for me. But as you can see from my rack, I have kind of several choices, and it is pretty clear what I am kind of going to be forced to keep because of what Zoe does. And I also want the opportunity to be able to take Zoe, and I am going to do this because it leaves more flexible letters. It scores pretty much the same as all the other players score with the letters, and it just importantly keeps that letter that gives me the flexibility of being able to use the place that Bnjy's just opened. Because I definitely need one of the letters that go there, either the D or the A. And so long as I'm able to keep one of the letters and maintain that level of kind of flexibility there, like, if he doesn't take it, I should be able to take it. Also, we've got all the hotspots open, so this play is pretty good, and I need to play quick, because I'm running out of time.
Okay, so not crazy about the leave here, but I sort of don't want to leave this spot completely alone. There's just so many ways that she could score there. There are a lot of spots that actually score well on this board, unfortunately, but
Oh, I missed the first out. This is kind of embarrassing. The game started without me. How dare it?
get out! I'm not going to play that word. I'm just going to play this. Well then.
Penguin!
Yes.
Penguin! Yeah. I kind of don't really know what to think here. It's like, I know I'd want to play, but I'm kind of just like, I don't know what I'm thinking. It's kind of hard to put into words what I'm thinking because I think so quick that it can be really hard to even think. Yeah.
I'm not the best at explaining plays either, which is probably pretty bad for my job.
Yeah, I mean, I can explain the plays. It's just looking at your letters and then looking at the board, and I can't really explain anything. So I'm just going to try and play, kind of, because I'm running out of time as well, and I'm trying to explain things I can't explain because I don't have the time to explain them.
Go!
I tried anyway. I tried. Two outs. I'm missing something here.
Alright, so I need to deal with this problem. It's kind of the elephant in the room right now. I'm just gonna deal with it while I still have the chance to.
Okay, well, this is my rat, and I am not sure if I'm just making this word up or not. I'm probably just making it up, but at the same time, I'm going to do this play that I've just sent you because it leaves one in the bag and it scores an absolute bomb, and because Bnjy is very, very, very unlikely to bonus, I just can't see this not being the right play.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't even think there's a way I can draw it out in two.
Well, you can talk about your rack now.
Yeah, I
Right?
can. I have JOOFAVT. So yeah, I'm in some trouble.
Because it's also what you do with the J as well.
Yeah, right now I want to play Joda, but I think. Well, the worst case scenario is that you could play Jugheads. But I think I might just play this, even though I know that I'm gonna get hit with a. I'm gonna get hit with a big play no matter what I do. I just think it's still the best play.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need to type what I've got left because you guys can see what I've got left. Yeah, I can hit off the J with just judges,
Yep.
and because I know Bnjy can't go out, he pretty much just needs an E, and there are no floating E's anywhere. So yeah, judges it is.
Judge. That's basically.
Jury and execution. Do you do that at American tournaments? Do you just shout judge?
No, that's what you do in Magic tournaments.
Oh. Well, here comes the bottom of the inning. Blue Jays to bat, and their offense has been rubbish the last month. I don't even know how we're still functioning as a playoff team. I see 21. Do I see more than 21? Oh yeah, I easily see more than 21. 26.
Oh no, that's 5 more.
Any advance on 26?
Going one, going twice. 24
Sold.
seconds.
Sold.
Sold. To the girl who really likes ducks.
Yay.
I'll allow it. Alright, good games.
Definitely. They were all pretty close, like none of them...
Yeah, no, they were all they all had thinking involved in them.
I think most games tend to involve some kind of thinking.
No, I had plenty of not thinky games at my last tournament. Which are the best kinds of games, because you just coast through them.
Yeah, wounder and rewound. Oh dear, strikeout, that's not good.
Or Wounder, one who wound. I don't even know if Wounder is CWL. Yeah, Striker is no good. Or no, Striked is no good, rather.
Oh, of course, K2. I've seen that before.
Yeah, Wounder is Collins.
Collins only.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I challenged.
When did this happen to be a thing? Yeah, it wasn't. I'm just going through the game, just...
No, I'm going through it
quickly.
too. I guess I should have played Rhino instead of Hilaire. I was thinking of a good Hillary word.
Yay, what's the best play, according to normal... I don't know where the other examiner is. I think he just goes offline sometimes to, party. The world of computers or something.
Alright, it's looking like I played pretty well.
Dipteros. I didn't know you could have it with an O. At least I played a bonus. I mean, that's...
Yep, you played the worst one.
The joint worst one, yeah, but...
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But the thing is,
I didn't know Dipteros either.
well, see, I know dipteras.
Yeah.
I've never seen it with a no, but then I should know it because it's like.
I thought dentary was a word,
Like,
but I wasn't sure enough to try it.
Of course, because it's like peridots and all that stuff as well. But I should know. Oh! Just beat him out to first base. Damn, stupid.
Baseball.
Ground ball percentages. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did know that dentary is a word. I've studied that at Rack and Collins. Trained.
Well, I didn't know it was a word. It's like I don't learn the words very well when I'm just staring at a screen. I get very bored very quickly, and I don't own a card box. I can't sit in front of a computer for more than 5 minutes looking at words. It just doesn't work for me. Like, the best way for me to learn words is to actually see them on a board, and then I'll remember them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a slow study method. All right, so the bingo I missed when I played my
Nothing
Rabinia.
scored more than 70.
Oh, I read that as 78 because I looking at the computer screen from far away, so you see more than my forehead. Do you like my forehead?
Your forehead's the best forehead out there on Twitch.
That's the nicest compliment I've ever received. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, I guess Rabinia was fine.
Yeah.
Wow, Nepit. That was fine. Yeah, looks like I played this.
Nepit's just got like too many O's on the scene. Like, it's just so open to like a massive 40-point parallel. It's like that's what I was most afraid of. Because it's like with 3 O's on the scene, like the chances of you having one is like.
Dag. Daggiest is a word.
It is. Damn, I even put that into chat.
I did not know that word.
I feel like I've seen like Daggier before, but I can't remember. Yeah. It's like I see the words, but I don't remember if I've seen them or if I'm just imagining that I have seen them. Like, but the thing is, a lot of the words I see, I recognize them somewhere, but I just don't have the confidence to actually tell myself that they're words.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher in 5-point challenge.
Well, the thing is, playing 5-point challenge, the word is less likely to get challenged. I think.
That
Because if
doesn't
you're
make
playing
any
3
sense.
challenges, like
No, I'm talking compared to
yeah,
double. I'm talking compared to double.
compared to double, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. I was going to talk about British Scrabble a little bit, and one of the things that any viewers who are watching should know that in British Scrabble, a lot of the time they just play free. They just play free challenge, where you could just challenge a word for free.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of single challenge on here. The majority of the events are played to free challenge. Like, the only events that typically will have 5-point penalty are the majors, so like the UK Open Division. I've never been to the Easter match play or the Spring match play or the Winter match play, so I can't tell you if they do that. The APSB Masters is 5-point penalty, the BMSC Open Division is 5-point penalty, and the Nationals is always 5-point penalty. But most other tournaments are just not, because they don't attract like all the top players. So if there's only like 3 top players there, and then
It's because single challenge is what you guys are used to.
Right? Yeah, we used to play on that as well.
Since we're done with our games, I'm going to close out of ISC so they could just see our faces a little bit better.
Okay.
I imagine you're going to want to drop off soon.
Well, the thing is, I won't get to sleep tonight anyway because the Blue Jays are playing, and I'm going to be like so stressed. Like, I'll probably still be awake at 3 a.m. like crying because Like, they'll be losing, like, 3-2 or something, and I won't be able to function. Sounds pretty much about right, though.
Yeah. The other thing is I do have to leave soon because I just need to eat something.
Oh, yeah. Because I've taken away from your dinner time, haven't you? Haven't I? By wanting to...
It's alright. If I eat later, it means I snack less.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, the other thing is the vice presidential debate is going to be on. In other words, it's the only thing that actually is going to have some substance. Hopefully it won't just be two man children or / women children screaming at each other. Did you watch our presidential debate?
No, I'd rather watch the baseball.
I normally I would agree with you, but the presidential debate was more entertaining.
I think it's just because of who they are, I think.
Oh, of course.
You've got reasons to hate both of them.
I actually like Hillary, kind of, but I know why people hate her. I should probably log off of Bnjy Vs.
Probably.
Maybe someday Bnjy Vs will actually play a game of Scrabble.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I really enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, me too. I had a lot of fun.
In between me actually shaking because playing Scrabble again is it's just not something that I'm prepared to do much anymore, if at all.
Well, you beat me.
I'm shocked, honestly.
I don't even think you drew, like, super well either. You just played well and got there.
I think I got lucky though starting all 3 games. I think that's pretty unfortunate for you.
Yeah, that was a little unlucky, but what are you going to do? Clearly what I need to do is just become an ISC helper.
I don't think that has much to do with it.
I think I've gone, like, second in, like, at least 80% of my Bnjy Vs games. I'm not going to say that I'm the least lucky person in the world, but I may just very well be the least lucky person in the world.
Poor you.
My life is so hard.
I know.
Oh man, at Magic tournaments, you actually roll dice every round to see who goes first. So, the only people who remember whether they went first a lot or not are the people who just lose all the dice rolls, so you just hear all the time, "Man, I've lost every dice roll today." If you think...
It's kind of like those games where like I've had a game of Scrabble where I drew like 3 E's the whole game, but I didn't realise until I looked back at the game that I only drew 3 E's because I was drawing like bonuses and really good plays that didn't require E's, and it was really weird how normally you get no E's, you realise you get no E's, and forever bemoaning the fact that you never get an E. And then like this one game I've had which was just really good with no E's.
There's one player in particular in America who loves complaining about E's in particular. If Mac Miller's watching, he knows who that player is. Shout out to Mac Miller. You did better on the stream than Mac Miller. Just think about that.
I did better than Mac Miller. Yeah, but Mac wasn't playing Collins, was he? And I wasn't playing TWR.
Well, you've done better. Okay, then fine. You've done better than both Matthew O'Connor and Kevin Bowerman. Not Jackson Smiley. You have not done better than Jackson Smiley.
Yeah, well, screw him.
Screw him and his 6 blanks.
Yeah, how many blanks did I get?
Probably 2, maybe 3.
Let's check, Eric.
I know I drew both blanks in the last game, but I just played them for 70.
You drew both in the first game. You drew 1 in the second game.
Oh, wow, I drew 5 blanks.
And then you drew 5 out of 6 blanks, and
yeah, I did.
I still beat you 2-1.
Yeah, nice job.
Except you drew in the first game. You drew them both at the end, and then in
Yeah, and
this
like
last one, you drew
no, like
both together.
the blanks weren't really the decider in any of our games.
No, which isn't really normal, is it?
No, but the way we play Scrabble isn't really normal either.
I pity everyone watching to have to put up with what we've just played. Suboptimal moves and
Blocky boards. Well, we got a decent number of viewers. We were up to like 8 at some point.
yay for 8 people. I'm
Like
so
right
happy.
now right now we're down to 4, but I know we were at least at like 6 at some point in that last round.
Yay!
But anyways, I should really eat something, so I'm gonna let you go.
You should. I don't want to keep you from like feeding yourself.
I could go a little while longer with that food, but I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining.
Sure thing.
And everyone who's
Have
watching,
a great dinner.
to everyone who's watching, thanks for joining too. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Alright, take it easy. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye, Jessica. Bye, Jessica's duck.